good, clean prize fight, okay? Show sportsmanship. Let's go to your corner.
Here we go, ready with the opening bout of the evening here from Twin River Casino in Lincoln, Rhode Island. I'm Pat Sullivan, my broadcast partner tonight, Jimmy Williams, here live in Lincoln, Rhode Island on Fight TV. Thank you so much for making CES Boxing a part of your Friday night. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at CES Boxing. Ricky LosSantos comes out in the black and white trunks out of the red corner. His opponent, Malcom Sims, in the blue and gray and black trunks. So you see LosSantos trying to establish that jab early on here, Jimmy.
Yep, he's doing a good job, taking his time.
And you see Sims not backing down, as Sims is really swinging from the hips here and trying to land a good shot, but good defense there by LosSantos.
Yep, Sims definitely come out firing, showing that he's not afraid. He's here to fight, and should be an interesting fight right here.
And Sims coming from Newark, New Jersey, coming into essentially the hometown here of LosSantos. Maybe felt he had to come out here and make a statement in the first 30 seconds of that fight. This is the opening round of a scheduled 4 between these two featherweights. Just 1 minute gone by. And already you see LosSantos has to be careful because Sims is countering pretty well. He hasn't connected yet, but he's come pretty damn close.
I agree. I think LosSantos should get back, Ricky should get back to his jab, working the jab more, which is Sims doing right now.
LosSantos, a winner in his pro debut, had a knockdown in that fight, so he certainly knows what it's like to send an opponent to the canvas. Halfway through round number 1. Sims just missing with a big punch, and he's coming back with that lead right hand pretty good.
Oh yeah, this Sims doing a nice time timing him, countering him. Definitely comfortable in the ring.
Perhaps the southpaw stance here by Sims might be throwing LosSantos off a little bit. Again, LosSantos only 13 amateur fights, 1 pro fight, so this is only his 15th time in competitive boxing here.
So he's still learning, still getting his feet wet, so that's pretty good for him. He landed a nice right hand right there.
LosSantos 3 years older than Sims, 27 to his opponent's 24 years. See the crowd starting to fill in here at Twin River Casino. CES Boxing, an anticipated sellout here tonight at Twin River Casino. A lot of fans still on their way to see the likes of Greg Vendetti versus Kyrie Gray, Anthony Marcella Jr., Mark DeLuca, Giuseppe Cusimano, Kendrick Ball. The list goes on and on. This is just the first fight of a stacked fight card brought to you by CES Boxing. Once again, Ricky LosSantos from Providence. He is in the black and white trim shorts, and Malcom Sims in the blue and gray shorts. As the first round comes to an end, a tough round really to score there, as LosSantos began as the aggressor, but Sims really fought back well in that round, landing some counter shots. Really a feel-out process for the first 3 minutes of this fight.
Yep, I agree.
See LosSantos' corner consisting of Orlando Valls and Jose Santos from nearby Providence. And now we see the corner here of Malcom Sims. Jimmy, take us in the mind of a fighter in the corner, and it's only a 4-round fight, so a quarter of the fight already in the books. You can't do anything about the first quarter. You just have 3/4 of the fight left to go. If in a close round like that, how important is the way that first round was scored to this fighter?
Oh, very important. As the second round approach, you want to come out here and you want to take over the fight now. And this is, as now the fight goes, like you said, it's a 4-round fight, so now you want to be dominant. You want to win the rounds clearly because you don't want to take no chances in a 4-round fight. 1 round can cost you the fight. So now I think we'll see Sims and LosSantos really let their hands go now.
See LosSantos came flying out of the corner there, and Sims met him right in the middle. And LosSantos with the black gloves, Sims with the white.
Sims is not backing down at all. He's right there in your face, countering him pretty well. So making it tough for him.
Yeah, Sims not backing down from the center of the ring. LosSantos with that wide stance, trying to establish that jab. Some good trades early on here in the second round.
Both guys going at it.
Nice jab there by LosSantos that landed, but Sims not backing down
at all.
That's what you like to see as a fight fan. Fighter coming from Newark, New Jersey, and he's not coming here just to get a paycheck. He's coming here to get a paycheck and leave with a W, which shows a lot about Malcom Sims and his camp from Newark, New Jersey.
Oh, definitely, yep. Definitely come to win.
Great jab there by LosSantos, landed pretty flush, and Sims not phased, but LosSantos maybe coming closer, sensing something, and referee Eddie Claudio is going to say that was just a slip.
LosSantos doing a great job being patient, still trying to work the jab. Oh, nice right hand.
That certainly was a knockdown, as you saw him send him down into the ropes. Sims bounces back up, but that shot definitely shook him.
Definitely, I agree. Nice way to set up off the jab. Real smooth.
Sims says he's okay. The referee believes him. He's going to let him fight. 1 minute to go here in round number 2. Ricky LosSantos scoring the knockdown here in just the second round of a scheduled 4. Sims now trying to swing with some effort, and LosSantos lands again. See if the hometown Ricky LosSantos can sense some danger here. He's connecting a lot more than he was early on in this fight. Now he has him on the ropes, and that's not where Sims wants to be.
I like to see LosSantos go work the body right now. He got his opponent kind of hurt, got him on the ropes. If you want to get a quick stoppage tonight, you got to throw a lot of body punch, work the body.
Well, initially it was a jab landing for LosSantos, so right hand's connecting, and now it looks like he has his opponent here on the ropes, literally and figuratively, as he starts to wobble a little bit. 23 seconds to go here in round number 2, and there you go, LosSantos goes to the body up on the ropes, but Sims not backing down. He's here to fight.
Oh yeah, Sims definitely, you can tell me well conditioned, taking good punches, and he coming right back with his counters.
LosSantos, for a young fighter, not getting over-aggressive here after the knockdown. Still staying nice and composed. We are halfway through this fight. LosSantos earned a knockdown.
And LosSantos needed a round like that. Breakaway after an even first round, so that was good for him to establish the knockdown and give him a little lead.
LosSantos did a great job of setting up with that jab to land that right hand. And up until that point, Jimmy, he didn't land that right hand very flush up until then. As you take it back here, you see the jab starts to land here for LosSantos as he starts to control the center of the ring, and he just clips him on the side of his head, and he sends Sims into the ropes. And of course, with a glove touching, that means the knockdown. And there's right hand again. Now is the point where LosSantos starts to set that up.
It looked like he started making a home for the right hand, which is good. Off the stab. I think this round now he's come out a little bit more aggressive, and if he can get the stoppage, he go good the stoppage. If not, keep working that body, break him down.
One thing about LosSantos, he's going to have to come out aggressive because you know Malcom Sims is going to come out flying from the blue corner here. LosSantos beats him to the first punch, and now you see Sims getting a little wild with his punches, tries to bull his way into those shots.
Sims kind of know he's down a little bit now in the fight, so now he's just really going to just find a way to win now.
Good action here in the opening fight of a scheduled 8-fight card brought to you by CES Boxing and Fight TV. Once again, follow us at CES Boxing on both Instagram and Twitter. Hometown Ricky LosSantos with the black gloves. He stands in at 1-0. His opponent Malcom Sims from Newark, New Jersey with the white gloves. 0-1. His only professional fight was a draw. That fight was in New Bedford against a Massachusetts fighter, Jonathan Perez, who was 2-0 at the time. So Sims,
nice
no stranger coming into an opponent's backyard. You're right, Jimmy, land that right hand pretty flush. Referee Eddie Claudio saying, when I break you up, you stop punching. Sims trying to find an opening. LosSantos covering it pretty well.
Showing good defense. Ooh, nice right hand. May have Sims hurt a little bit.
See LosSantos sensing it now as Sims backing up, which we haven't seen him do in 2.5 rounds so far. And just as I said that, Sims continues to go forward and fire.
Sims not definitely, he definitely came to fight.
Sims looking for his first professional victory. He was knocked down in the second round. Now throwing high volume of punches here, trying to get anything to land, but LosSantos covered up very well.
Yes. He's throwing a nice little short little hook. I like what LosSantos doing. Try to establish the hook now.
Final 30 seconds to go here, round number 3. Still a close round to judge here. Either fighter could really steal this round here with the final flurry.
I agree. Oh, nice right hand again by LosSantos.
Setting up that right hand beautifully with that lead jab.
I think LosSantos pulled off that round. It was a good round for him.
Close round up until that final 30 seconds, Jimmy. And as a fighter, you have to know when you're in there that it's a close round and that those last 30 seconds could be the difference between you getting the point or losing the point.
Right. I agree. You know, as a fighter, you want to finish strong. You know, never know. It depends what type of fight you had in the beginning of the round. It doesn't matter. You still want to finish strong, and you never know what the judge is watching. So you finish strong, at least you know you might give yourself a chance.
Good trade here, as you saw Sims landing a good punch, but LosSantos not backing down. That's what's really impressed me about Sims. Anytime he's got in danger, he's used the ropes to his advantage and punched off those ropes. He's done a good job at that so far tonight.
Real good job. So he definitely came to fight.
Coming up next, a junior welterweight fight between Placido Hoff from Providence, Rhode Island against Matt Doherty. Fans in New England know him as Matt DeMantis from the MMA cage, and also just plain old Matt Doherty from the boxing ring. And I say plain old, but he is one heck of a boxer, and I'm really excited to see him get back in the squared circle here tonight. But until then, we have round 4 of a scheduled 4 between Ricky LosSantos here in the black gloves, Malcom Sims in the white. LosSantos scored a knockdown in the second round. Very close first round. Third round, you'd think possibly LosSantos won it in the final 30 seconds, but Jimmy, as every fighter will tell you, that you never really want to leave it up to those 3 judges because they might all be watching a different boxing fight from different angles. So if you're LosSantos, how important is it right now to go and try to get a knockdown in this 4th round, or are you just going out there and just trying to control it and win this round?
Definitely, if you can get the knockdown, go for it. But now you definitely want control. You want to let your hands go. You want to put punches together, put combinations together, and this established that you're the better fighter now. So
he certainly has to stay comfortable, but also be careful because Sims is coming to fight here in this 4th round.
And Sims did a good job of countering tonight. He's definitely letting his hands go. He's not shy at all.
Sims loving the center of that ring and firing plenty of shots off there. LosSantos doing a good job of backing him up. LosSantos has improved vastly here since his first fight back in April. Very composed. He's putting together his punches very strong. He's got good feet work. And he hasn't got rattled when Sims has tried to bully him to the center of the ring.
Definitely, he's kept his composure, which is good in a boxer. You know, you never want to lose your composure in the ring. You always want to stay calm under fire. So he's doing a great job by that. Nice. Let's keep working the jab. Right now, I think I should just work the jab and set up with that right hand.
Final minute and change here to go in the fight. Sims trying to get that one punch to open up so he can take this fight back. Nice right hand landed there by LosSantos as he walks into a strong jab there by Sims.
Oh yeah, Sims definitely is not backing away. He's been doing a good job countering tonight, but I think Santos right now just need to let his hands go right now. The last approaching the 30 seconds left. Just let your hands go.
Final half a minute to go here for these fighters. Sims not even using his hands to avoid that punch, just ducking out of the way. Certainly a dangerous maneuver, but one he's felt confident in. Final ticks here on the clock. And Sims punching up and even past the final bell. A great performance here by these fighters and a great opening fight here at CES Boxing. And that's one of the things that I've really learned to respect here about Jimmy Birchfield and Michael Parenti is it's not just a great fight they put on the top or a good fight in the main event co-feature, but they're great from top to bottom. And these fighters know that when you get the opportunity to fight here at Twin River on the CES Boxing show, if you're in the opening fight, you got to bring it because you have to set the tone here for the night. And I think both fighters certainly did that for a great night of boxing.
I agree. Way to start off a fight. Like definitely, you come to Twin River, you definitely come to fight. These fight fans definitely come. They want to see a fight, and the first fight was pretty good.
As you see, Malcolm Sims from Newark, New Jersey, taking his gloves off, came from Newark, New Jersey, and boy did he come to fight. He got knocked down in the second round, but came right back up and fought with that same fire as he did from the opening bell. 24-year-old Southpaw came in with just a draw on his professional record, and across the ring, Ricky LosSantos, as you see, Orlando Valles and Jose Santos from 401 Boxing taking the gloves off. The Providence, Rhode Island native, a former Tolman High baseball and basketball standout.
A good athlete, that's good.
You can certainly tell in there, he had great footwork, possibly from the baseball. He stood in there very well. He had his shoulders very square, possibly from the basketball. But he just put it all together very nicely tonight. You know, the first fight, probably a little pro debut, jitters back in April. He fought well, but a little bit of wild, threw a little bit of, caution into the wind. But tonight, he was very composed. He stood in there. He took his shots, which is certainly going to take when you're growing up in the sport of boxing, especially with only 13 amateur fights. But he stood in there. He took the shots. And what I was impressed with is after he scored that knockdown, he never got over anxious. He never went for the kill. He stood in there and he fought a great, smart fight.
Real smart fight. And he should get the victory right here.
As we await the final scores from the only three opinions that matter, Jimmy. Unfortunately, the viewers at home can watch the fight and hear the fight through our voices, but we're not the ones judging the fight. And thank God, I'd rather be the one up here talking about it than actually scoring about it, because we won't get booed at the end of the night.
Right, I agree.
But let's send it down to Adam Palazzo in the center of the ring for the official decision.
All right, fight fans, how is that for an opening bout? After 4 tough rounds, we go to the scorecards. Judge Martha Tremblay and Ken Enzo scored the fight 38-37. Judge Steve Weisfeld scored the fight 39-36 for your winner by unanimous decision. Now 2-0, Ricky LosSantos.
And no surprise here, Jimmy Williams, in the opening bout. Ricky LosSantos takes the decision. Maybe what's more surprising than anything is the scores there by Martha Tremblay and Ken Enzo, 38-37. Which means if he didn't get that knockdown in the second round, it could have been a draw. So you and I thought that he won that fight pretty decisively, but two judges clearly saw it otherwise. And a great fight here by Malcolm Sims. He certainly has to go back to Newark, New Jersey with his head held high. And I guarantee, I've seen it before, when a fighter comes from out of town and they fight like that, they will be back here at CES Boxing.
I agree, yeah, he definitely he should not, he got nothing to be ashamed about.
Jimmy Birchfield's class entertainment sports would like to thank tonight's sponsor,
I agree, you might see
the official video company for CES Boxing.
Ricky LosSantos, a winner. He improves to 2-0.
And for you, the
and stay tuned, fight fans, for the second fight of the evening coming up in just a minute.
White Horse